Matrix in his bag.
Yo, welcome back to the Easy to Talk to You podcast, and I am your host TWC2 Easy, and today we have a really great show lined up for you. This is episode number 34. 34. Uh, this is the Ball Don't Lie episode. I'm very excited about this episode because this is someone that I've known for years now, and she's such a mellow like person. Um, and if you ever met her, if you ever got a chance to sit with her, be in a party with her, and things like that, uh, she don't really say much, but she's funny as hell. Very very funny, man. My girl, Baller Girl 13. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can bring her in real quick. Baller.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Checking the levels real quick, make sure the folks can hear you and all that. All right. So normally, what I do is when I first start these, I always try to go over like how I met my guests. Um, and it's been so long, honestly. I don't really remember uh how how we met. Well, I kind of know how we met, but I don't really have that story as to like the first time we played together. Um, because I've always knew of her. Uh, so when I finally got a chance to like get on the court with her, I don't remember exactly how I did. So, but we still rocking. So I must have been like, all right, she don't, she ain't really gonna just get on the court for no anybody that she knows. She plays with randoms a lot, but she's not just gonna get on the court with no anybody. I guess. So I guess I did. How you feeling, Bob?
I'm good. Just chilling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Excited about this episode. It's been in the works for a minute. Um, and so I'm gonna just jump right into it. I know. I feel like the adult streamer, like people don't really, I guess, give you the credit that you deserve as far as like being entertaining, but you really funny as fuck, and people, and I don't think that's mentioned enough. And I know that you don't try, you just be talking, and that should still just be funny as fuck. So what made you really start streaming?
Thanks. I don't think I'm funny for real, and I don't know about being a great streamer, but I try. But what started me is basically, other people were saying the same thing. I'm not, gonna throw nobody under the bus or what have you. I mean,
Hmm.
not in a negative way,
Right.
but and they said, well, you should start streaming. Um, you're like basically same thing you said. You're entertaining. You read the chat, you know.
Oh yeah, reading
Um,
the chat is big.
so several people suggested that I start streaming, and yeah, I was a little bit apprehensive, but I decided to try it.
Do you remember how you did on like your first stream, or how you felt like afterwards?
I don't, I really don't, because
Yeah,
I started from console,
right.
and I mean, streaming either way, you need to. I mean, not need to take it serious, but
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, I don't really recall how the very first stream went, but afterwards, I may have had a thought in my head like, maybe this isn't too bad. Like,
gotcha. Yeah, and with those, I guess with things like that though, uh, even if it's like picking up a new hobby, like just outside. I guess when you do it for the first time, it has to be a thing where it's like, okay, I could probably do that again,
right?
type thing. Um, I wish you would tell them people who suggested it, but I'm thankful and grateful for those
Yeah, yeah,
people.
no, I don't think that the person is around anymore, and I
Gotcha.
don't know.
Um, I do know one. I do know that I got I got the chance to be around you more uh when Juice Squad was a thing. Um,
Right.
I do know that.
And that's
Uh,
where it originated. But like I said,
gotcha. Okay.
the group, yeah,
Yeah, that was that's a
yeah. I don't want to stir things up. I don't want to bring up any old
yeah
bad feelings.
that's
I mean, I didn't do anything
right.
that I know of, but still,
Yeah, same here, same here. And
it
I
might be a sore spot for some.
right. And I do know that a good part of the that core group, I'll say, are still listeners and things like that. And
Mm,
I never want to. I just never want to offend anybody with anything that I say or may imply or anything like that. Cause I got love for everybody. Uh, Not what you do with that love that's on you. But I still got love for everybody. I don't hate anybody or anything like that. I got some people I just like, but I'm just that's just me. Um, so we hit the live button. We're starting the stream. So at the time of streaming, do you know if it's just like rec play, or is it the comp program scene? Like what were you streaming like the most?
Initially, it was rec and pro am. We wanted to be competitive, and of course, we use rec as practice and pro am as
Right.
serious. Let's lock in. Let's get these dubs.
So so I've had the chance to stream like program and stuff like that. Do you find it if you do stream it that opposed to rec? Do you because one of your attributes is that you read the chat. Is it harder to do when you play program or no for you?
I wouldn't say it's harder, but I mean, a lot of people, including myself, would, especially if it's a serious game,
Mhm.
um, forewarn or the people in the chat what's going on, or they can see clearly you're in the program. Like, give me a minute to read the chat or
Right,
catch up because I'm locked in or what have you. And more times
man.
than not, they understand. But dead balls and things like that, you still try to check in. Well, I would still try to check in
Right.
with the chat.
Yeah, I don't have many. I don't have many like serious program games streamed. I did stream some, but that was more like matchup kind of thing where it was just like like tens or something like that. But then I know in 23 I had I had some games played, and I did stream those, and it's a different feel. I feel like one of the things I do well is read chat and try my best to respond and things like that. But I
Mhm.
I know when I stream those program games, I know it was like a Friday night, uh, whatever the league, like the little league window, whatever. Uh,
Mhm.
I definitely streamed those games, and it was just tough to like to like read every comment and things like that. Even with me being like a small streamer or whatever with 10, 12 viewers and things like that, it was tough as hell. I was like, man, I don't know if I could I don't know if I could do this. 'Cause I don't like not being able to interact with my folks and things like that. Um,
Right.
People pull up for the music anyway, so I definitely had some good music on that night. Um, so I do know that you made it to the draft pool. How long ago was it now?
Um, I was actually draft eligible for 3 seasons. I want to say season 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4. Okay. I thought it was three.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's 3 seasons, 2, 3, and 4.
yep. Okay. So how was the experience of actually um because I think you went to the last one they did live, right?
Well, the last one they did before yeah, before COVID, what have you,
Yeah.
and mm, they did. I want to say they did one virtual, one or it's season 6, so they had to do one virtual, and then this last one for season 6 was back in person. But yes,
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
do believe it was the last one
Before COVID.
before COVID,
Okay.
or hmm, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I believe so. Cause I remember it was so many on Twitch. It was so many watch party.
Yeah,
Um
and while I was sitting there at the draft, I was trying to go into folks' stream just to see what y'all was talking about.
oh yeah, we were talking about you.
Mm,
I
Not
believe
me.
it was I believe it was you, Lady Hazel, and I think that was Icy Girl a part of that too?
Who?
Icy
No.
Girl? No. Okay.
As far as the pool and being there, no, it was
Being there.
just us three.
Three. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I thought it was just three ladies.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean,
but
other people, got interviewed. I don't know if it was,
right,
purpose or by accident, but other
right,
folks got interviewed as well. But to actually go,
right. Cause you know how I try my best to support the women. So anyone that was, I guess, contacted or whatever that I knew, I always made sure I reached out, showed my support, um, and just try my best to encourage them. And I think that was like that was like the beginning of our interaction also, because although we had like been in a party, we played and things like that, I didn't really like, I guess, get to know you.
hmm
But after sitting through that draft, um I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I was hurt a little bit uh when overall when none of the ladies got picked. Um and then it was then when I was like, they should change up how they do it, because when you look at the NFL draft, the 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 NBA draft and things like that, WNBA draft. People that were in the draft the previous year, they're not in the draft again. So I'm like, I don't understand how the pool is filled with like previous like players and previous people that were in the draft last year that didn't get picked or whatever. It's all new people. Um, it's enough 2K players to have a new draft pool every year.
But so what their thing was is that not everyone got guaranteed contracts. They couldn't retain everyone that was drafted. So they retained maybe one, two, three. The rest
Hmm.
of y'all are back in the pool, whatever, or you have to qualify. No,
Right.
if you, yeah. The ones who actually made it to a team, they're back in the pool, but they didn't have to like qualify again.
Mm, okay.
But like if you didn't get drafted, then you would have to do the whole process over again to get back to gain eligibility again
To get back.
for the
Okay.
possibility to be drafted.
Yeah. I just I never so I never looked the one thing I never looked at as far as females in gaming. I never looked at it like it's something that I hear that really bothers me when it comes to the skill set of women. And I hear people say, "Oh man, she's good for a girl." Like what?
For a
Like what?
girl. Oh,
Like I don't what? What is that? Is either she's good or she's like not? Cause I don't hear you're bad for a nigga. Like I don't I don't hear that. So I that's a phrase that really bothers me. Um because it's 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 them trying to still keep it separate instead of us just being gamers and things like that. Um Now I do know that women. I don't think it's the goal of women to just, I guess, be accepted as like equals as far as that goes. Um, but to be, I feel like it's a thing to just be recognized as a gamer, like not just a female gamer. In my eyes, if you don't have like baller girl, or if you don't have queen this and queen that, I would never, I wouldn't just assume that you were a female. I would just see a player. You feel me? And I would just roll with that. It's either you good or you not. Like it's just I don't know. That's just me. Ah, and
that's how it should be. I do want to say, like, as time goes on, even though it's what season 6, I don't know how many years in they are,
mhm.
but I think folks or guys have gotten better with for the girl thing.
Yes,
They've gotten better with
I
that.
I've seen it. I've seen the growth in um because I know for a fact it was really bad. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I started the show and 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 had majority female guests is because of that reason. Um because I know how bad it was. And it's and I agree with you. It's definitely getting better. Um, but the more that females do,
Mhm.
uh, is really gonna drop. Like this most recent women's national championship game, I feel like that did a for for just female sports. Period. Um, as far as like the ratings go, almost 10 million people viewed that game. Uh, opposed to the men the next night. Like it was just
Mhm.
it was crazy, and I was so happy for women because that's only going to go towards the advancement of women's sports. Uh, and when you look at the opportunities that's gonna happen in the future, I don't know, how fast it's gonna happen or how big of a turnaround and things like that. Uh, as far as like women's salaries and things like that, that's one thing that rest in peace, Kobe Bryant was really working on. Um, was
Inclusion.
getting more attention over there, uh, fighting for more because it's crazy. It's really crazy that a a dentist could possibly make more than Candace Parker, just her WNBA salary, and with the statute or the stature of her being, should that just sounds crazy. It sounds crazy to me. Um, but I'm all for it. Whenever there's a some type of uh public forum or something like that, I've gotten into reading more articles and things like that about that kind of stuff, just to make myself aware uh of the issues, of the potential problems that it could be, and the advancement, what they're working on, what they're thinking about working on, CBAs, things like that. So,
Mhm.
but like I said, that's just me, making myself aware. And I think if more people would just take a look at certain stuff dealing with that, I think they'll feel different about it. Cause uh I hate when people post stuff about like clips of the WNBA, other female sports, things like that. It's just it gets so much hate for no reason. Um, just to say some negative shit like is I don't know. I never really understood why would you go out of your way to say some craziness just to discredit what you're seeing. If it was cool, it was cool. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. But like just to
The reason why
downplay
they
it,
the reason why they go out their way is because they feel not I don't want to say threatened, but of course that the female's better than them. So how can I get back? Oh, discredit them.
yeah. Now, cause this is the thing though. Uh, even if with sticking with the draft, you you three ladies were were at least better than three guys that tried to get in. like people, I don't know. I guess people don't really think that far to be like, man, instead of saying, why are they there? Why not look at you and be like, why am I not there? Because I play my games. We went through the same. process and all of that, but they made it and I didn't. So I guess dude not gonna look and be like, oh, what I could have done. It's they're gonna try their best to downplay y'all skills, discredit y'all in any way that they can. Then it's the you know
I think I don't know. But and then like that that time that year that I actually went to the draft
mhm,
and was there. Out of all three of us, I'm like I'm the one with the least shot. Like it's no shot in hell that I get picked up. But either one of them coming off of a lady with her play for the U.S. team
mhm,
and just Hazel being one of the highly regarded point guards.
yeah,
I hate to say it. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna say it. Highly regarded females to not make it is crazy. And what I also think is that for some reason or another, for us,
mhm,
each year they would okay throw away what we did that season or that year leading up to the draft. Like we really had to start over. Like everybody had to start over that if you didn't get drafted. But as far as females, you can't. They wouldn't be like, oh well,
gotcha.
for the
I
past 3 years
yes,
she's
I
been doing this.
totally understand that.
Whereas with the others,
Yeah,
oh, he's been around for so and so. This his year. Maybe he needs one more year. Why couldn't we get that same kind of grace?
and that's what I would I guess if I were to I guess fight, that's what I would fight for. Just the inclusion of 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 women just as gamers. Like just like if you if you look at the stats, if I show you stats, if I show you gameplay, you don't see a name and you're like that person has skill, that person is good enough, that person is this and that. But then when you find out they're a girl, it's or a woman, it's like I don't know, it's like energy shifts and energy changes, and I hate that. That's the only thing that I uh don't, or that's the thing that I dislike the most is the oh they're all right, but are there are the oh it's so much excitement, yes, and then when they found out it's a female, it's like you know oh, he was alright. Well,
Right.
he
And you
weren't
know what? It's still happening because um, some of the newer folks in the scene, or just ones that's just now getting recognition.
hmm
There was a tournament not too long ago, and everybody thought, well, not everybody, those who knew, but there was folks thinking that this person was a male whole time it was a female. Uh,
mm,
you don't know who I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Okay. And they ended up like I'm winning or coming close to winning, but I'll say the name. Boom.
Who is it?
Did you not hear me? I'll say it
Uh
again. I said boom.
Boom.
It was,
Yeah. I'm,
yeah, no, what I'm saying it was a tournament a while ago, and they oh
oh
he's good, whole time.
yes, I do. I actually remember that also
Hmm.
because I'm a big fan of Boom. Man, like that. Listen, that communication things like that she does, and that's like direct and whatever. Like she don't accept nothing in a win that she wouldn't in a loss. Like when you go out there and you run with her, it's business. She has fun, but it I don't know. It's just different when she gets on the court. It's just different. Um. So yeah, that that right there is a perfect example. Honestly. Um, so I also want to segue into the development camp. Um, how many of those has it been for the women?
How many other women? Is that what you said?
No, like the development camps that
Oh,
were.
development camps. How many
Yeah,
has there been?
yeah,
I want to say two or three. Honestly, not that
2 or 3.
many.
Okay, and you went to all of them.
Mm, all that they had. I believe it was on. Mm, I want to say I've been to two. I don't know if there
Two.
was more than two,
Okay,
but I've been to two.
you've been to two. Um, what was that experience like?
It was cool.
Cool.
They got us to speak with different females within the league or what have you. Might have had a pro athlete
Mm.
talk to us, you know, um, stating that they support us and all. And then we had a tournament to, I guess, assess our skills.
Yeah.
And out of that, several, two, three women were given draft eligibility as well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, when I first heard about that, the first one that y'all did, and when I saw who all went, and I saw like the I don't know quite what it's called, but kind of like on the man, what's it? Kind of like on the reality shows when they kind of like they sit and they talk by themselves or whatever about.
Confessional, like
Yes,
what?
yeah, it's
But
like
where did you see confessionals on? You said Twitter?
was it Twitter?
I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
didn't do no confessional, but
Nah, I know for a fact I saw. Who did
oh,
I
oh,
see?
oh! I think I believe I have an idea what you're speaking of. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe I saw. Who did I see speak? I saw Pink speak. I saw uh Cookie speak. I saw um Hazel did one. Cheetah did one. Trying to think of who else. I can't remember right now, but um just speaking of the overall experience and things like that. I always thought that that was something that I guess should keep going. Because even if you don't get draft eligible, like I feel like in the there should be some spots, like I guess like reserved for females. Um, but at the end of the day, I don't. I definitely don't want to see people constantly, females constantly show up and then just not get picked. Just because they're females and whatnot. So
But aesthetically pleasing to see us there.
it it would be
No, I'm just saying to show up, but not just
right. Yeah,
for the sake of saying
right.
and
You're there.
actually not be a.
Yeah, that would be. So I guess it's pros and cons to everything.
I
So
mean, but the experience, I'm not gonna hold you. The experience itself was nice. If you ever get the chance to go, not you per se, just
mhm.
anyone if you're draft eligible or if you ever get a chance to go, it's an experience to enjoy.
Yeah, and I would think so. Like So this year, um,
Hmm.
just yesterday, I watched the WNBA draft from beginning to end. That's the first one that I've seen like that since the first one. I have never I have never caught a NBA draft since the first WNBA draft since the first one.
Hmm.
I did see the first one, but and I was it was a really really dope experience. Shout out to Dawn Staley. I believe she had four draft eligible players, and I think all four of them got drafted. Uh, Shout out to Alexis Morris, Ms. Williams, uh, from LSU. Those two got drafted. Uh, no word on Carson, but
You said no word. No, she didn't.
yeah, no word on Carson. She didn't. So
Yet,
hopefully she,
but it's yeah.
yeah. After the Brittany Griner situation, I can't even encourage her to go overseas. I know. So look,
But after that, yeah.
I understand that
Hmm.
that that BG is not innocent. I get that,
Hmm.
but I don't want any more of my people uh just subject to some bullshit. I just don't, because I know what BG did was not much, but they overdid it. So I just don't want any more of my people put in a position to where they could get taken advantage of. So,
Right.
uh, so yeah, if because I mean sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And if she does decide to go over there, any of the females that didn't get drafted or anything like that, if they decide, even the actual WNBA players, because I know they go over there, uh, for supplemental income.
Hmm.
And so, any of them that go over there, I just encourage them to be careful. If you got to think about it, if it's a bad idea, it's a bad idea. Like it's just, I just wouldn't put myself in that situation to
Right.
be taken advantage of. But sometimes you're just in the wrong place, wrong time. I get it. Uh, that's why I be inside now. I stay my ass in the house because trouble will find you, especially, especially if you're in a relationship. Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, I I used to be outside, and I was just outside having fun with my folks, like you know what I'm saying. But stuff would just random stuff would just get back to these ladies, like my significant other at the time and things like that. And I'm just like, where is this shit coming from? So I started to stay my ass in the house. That's how I live now. Cause yeah, no. Somebody come to my lady right now and be like, I saw DJ with such and such, or I saw him doing this and doing that. My lady know for a fact that that's a damn lie. Cause she know where I'm at. Like what? She know what I'm doing. So I cut that part, and it's a it's just a better. It's just for me. It's just a better experience. My life is better as a whole because I just stay my ass out. I leave. I go to the store. I leave. I take my daughter on dates and stuff like that, and like I do that. I do that stuff,
Right.
but that clubbing shit, nah, I can't.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm good
Nah,
on that.
I'm too good on that. And like
Yeah,
they like,
but
man,
every once in a while. Not go outside.
Oh yeah, I mean, I try to tell people like going outside or being outside doesn't mean you have to like do that stuff though. Like you
Oh,
could
yeah,
go
no,
do
not at
other
all.
stuff, yeah. And there's different types of clubs and things like that. Also, you ain't just gotta go because I don't really the you know like man you need to go to the strip club and all that. I'm like bro, what?
Hmm.
Then I did that and like and when I went, it wasn't even like crazy. Like it wasn't. You mean to tell me there's niggas that be in here every like what weekend? It's just that wasn't that didn't do it for me. I was like, I mean, I don't judge or nothing like that. To
Right.
each his own, but that's just not wow. Because it's crazy because they judge you for not wanting to go on shit. So it's like that's crazy. Like what? I'm just I'm play 2K. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Like,
um,
you want to go? I'm good.
I'm good. I am so good. Um, so I noticed that I noticed that you do play other games. Like I said,
Or try to.
I gotta play in man. Saw you get busy in man one day. I had to
Mm-mm.
see what that's about. Nah, you know, and that's
Ain't
how
about nothing.
how you feel about your Fortnite feels.
Um, I don't know. They average at best.
Average at best. Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that about the 2K skills. I ain't trying to hear that. So we're gonna have. I'm probably gonna start. I'm gonna start a hashtag. We're gonna have to get that. We're gonna have to get that popping. Hashtag get balling on Call of Duty.
That's funny.
We're gonna have to start that. Balling on Call of Duty. We gotta get that. We gotta get that trending. Cause
Imagine.
I want to see it. I just want to see it one time.
Not one time.
One time.
Nah, you gonna clip it and all.
All that. I'm recording everything. All that. Cause I'm
You
tell you, I
gonna
got
you gonna pop out with a montage? Like what?
man, I got Meg out there, and it was crazy. It was crazy, and she don't play it that often, but she will pull up if asked and things like that. And that's all I want. You know, I play it all the time. I just want I enjoy kicking with my folks. That's all.
I feel it.
Um, it was something. It was something else that I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, MVP, the NBA. Who is it?
You already know who I'm pulling for,
Oh,
but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get it.
her.
So who I am, if I had a vote,
Mm-hmm.
it would be Embiid.
It would be
This
Embiid. Okay.
uh this season may not have been his best season. Like there plenty of folks were saying that, you know, he should have won it last year too. And if he won it last year, then I wouldn't mind it going to Jokic or Giannis
Mm-hmm.
or anyone else this year. But I mean, Jokic is a great player, but MVP 3 times in a row, they were just saying like, who, if anybody, has ever won it 3 times in a row, and has not won a championship or been to the finals and things like that. So for him to win it 3 years in a row and be put in this, put on this pedestal would be a little eye offsetting for me. But It is what it is.
Um, I can't say that I'm a big Embiid fan,
Right.
but I will say I do agree. I feel like if I had a vote, I would definitely vote for Embiid to win it. Um, Jok- Jokic, like the top three, which I guess I would say the top 4 or 5
Mhm.
are all like great players. But if I have to compare them, uh, just them, I would say Embiid did have the best season. I feel like I feel like there was a stretch of the a stretch of the season where Giannis was like
He was making
wasn't.
ground or
No, I
no?
don't feel
Okay.
like he wasn't. I feel like Jokic and Embiid were consistent all year. I just
Right.
feel like Embiid was just a little bit better all year than Jokic was, and I feel like it was mad drop spots for Giannis though, uh, due to injuries around him, not him per se, but he did have like the wrist issue, things like that.
Right.
Um, So I try not to hold like injury against him, but even when he was playing, he wasn't as dominant as the other two. Um, Tatum had job spots. I think he's in the top 5. Um,
Yeah.
but I think if it's not unanimous, I feel like the votes should go to uh, Embiid or Jokic. I don't feel like Giannis did enough uh, to really lock that down. So how do you feel about the Sixers' chances in the playoffs? Because you do have this guy on your team that when the playoffs come around, uh, it's just not that great. Uh, um, he's had some some bad playoff memories. I guess I could say.
Mhm.
Uh, Mr. James Harden. So, how do you feel about the Sixers' chances? I know what you want, but how do you feel about their chances competing in the East?
Um, and I'm indifferent.
Oh, you
I
are.
want to believe. I want to believe that they can get there, but at the same time, I don't think they're gonna make it due to what you just said, injuries, what
Mm-hmm.
have you. I don't know if I don't want to say they're scared of the moment, and then also the bench, like
Mm-hmm.
not even the bench, like the starters outside
Yeah, it's
outside of Joel, James, and Tyrese. Where's the offense coming from? Tobias is
oh
up and
my
down.
god, that man.
Sheesh. PJ, he's undersized as hell. He
Yeah,
could play defense and get on people's nerves, which works.
it does. It does.
But that
And
shooting,
it
I
and it's worked
mean,
and it's worked for him. Not
but
everybody could do that.
no, I don't. He can come off the bench and do that as a starter.
Yeah.
Like we need to make adjustments when they're going against a small four or you know
Mm-hmm.
then put him in and let him guard the ball or go annoy somebody. But more times than not, he's
Yeah, that
oh
Tobias
unmatched.
Harris
Oh, I
though.
don't know the word, but and
That
then you
Tobias.
gotta close your eyes, cross your fingers, cross your eyes when he get the ball in the corner, he shoot it because you his shot percentage is I don't.
And which is crazy because
And it didn't
that's
always what it wasn't always like that. But go ahead, it's crazy. Go ahead.
that's his best shot though.
The corner shot because it's
Yes.
the shortest shot, but
Yeah.
no,
That's so yeah, so his shot percentage is terrible. that's whatever it is, it's because of that shot. And that's crazy. That's something he has held true for a lot of his career. Now he was more of a bucket, some years ago, but yeah, that's his bread and butter. That's his shot. That's
Hmm.
his signature shot. That corner three.
That's his meal ticket. That's it for him.
Man, kind of like Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
Um, so
He on the court. Don't go to don't go to them corners. Let him get the corner.
we'll get the corner. Yes. Um, sticking with Philly sports,
Hmm.
did make it, to the Super Bowl this year. Um, I, I gotta ask about that call. Was it was it
Nah,
was
I
it
don't
the
like it.
right
Let them
call?
play. Let them go to overtime. This is what
Uh,
we all are watching
see,
for.
see, man, I was hoping you didn't
It
say
was
that,
still a long
man.
shot for them to win in OT.
I was hoping you didn't say that, man.
It was clearly it was the correct call, but
Right. So, I the reason I was saying I was hoping you didn't say that because I don't really understand in sports in general
they miss calls every day. But go ahead, you understand the sports.
why why does the moment have to dictate whether they call it or not? Like that was my only
Oh, what?
problem with it. So like pretty much the game was on the line
Mm-hmm.
on that play. You make that call, you see what happened because it changed the game or it changed how the rest of the game was played. But if you don't make that call because of the moment, it's not it's not a guarantee that they still don't score. They don't, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Me personally, I feel like when something is blatant, call it. No matter what time of the game it is, no matter what game it is, call that shit. You got to be consistent. Call that shit. And especially if it was, because I know if some stuff that be called like all game, both sides. But then at the end of the game, the same thing could be it happens, but then they don't call it. I believe they call it something like swallowing a whistle or something like that. That I see, and like that's so annoying in sports, and with the the emergence of like sports betting and stuff like that. Oh my god, I don't trust nothing anymore. Like, oh my god, man, I feel like shit be so rigged sometimes. It'd be crazy. I've seen people in basketball. I've seen them miss free throws, not to cover point spreads, just stuff like that. And I'm like, bro,
Oh man,
there's no
it's like
way,
that deep in.
bro. They that deep in, like 100%. You know
I don't
where
want them to be that deep in. Like they're not supposed to be paying attention to it.
they
As
know,
players, I know they are, and I
yeah,
know.
they know. That's just like, well, okay, honestly, I didn't know that they were like in too deep, I guess. But
Mhm.
I saw CJ McCollum say he put on Twitter one day.
Dude for the Pacers. Well, used to play for the Sixers, play for the Pacers now, I believe him. White guy, guard.
I can't remember,
Okay.
but I know CJ McCollum put on
Oh,
there.
CJ. I thought you said TJ.
Oh no,
CJ.
no, CJ that used to play with Portland.
Portland. Plays
He
for the
put on,
Pelicans now. Yeah.
yeah, he put on Twitter one day. I wouldn't include me in any parlays today.
Oh wow. So tipping folks.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
don't put me on
then
y'all tickets.
yeah, and then later they reported that he wasn't going to play due to whatever, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy."
You that's wild.
Yeah, so but that's when I realized that they were really watching that shit and paying attention. Uh, cause I know like the like there's the unwritten rule or whatever where
Mm-hmm.
like you don't shoot the ball at the end of the game, shit like that. Uh, I've seen niggas go windmill that shit to not cover the spread. Yeah.
Heck no.
Because and I know because the people put their parlays on Twitter and stuff, and they be like, they was like, all you have to do is just hold the ball, and he went and shot a
And even
three.
folks at the game,
Yeah,
they have balls enough to say, "Hey, KD, don't score more than 35 or whatever."
hell yeah. Because people listen, I I've done it. I've done parlays and stuff like that, but honestly, I've never of my money. I've never spent more than I think like probably $30 maybe. I That's just me. But like, when you first sign up, they give you like free bets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've used that um and won some money, but like my money, I think I put probably like a total of like $30. Because I'm just not I don't know. I don't really bet on stuff that I don't really have control of. I don't even bet on 2K like that. Now back in the day I used to play Madden and live for like money and shit like that. With my
Again,
folks.
too, people, random people like you would do the app or
No, no, no. Like,
no, just people you know, friends and
yeah,
stuff. Okay.
yeah. I've never done the
Because betting on yourself on 2K, I know, and man, all that, that's still that 1v1. It's still around, but I guess it's not as popular.
yeah. And I've competed in like I played in like Madden tournaments, like the local joints
Hmm.
and stuff like that, to win money. And it was probably like a $5-10 buy-in or something like that. Uh, I've done that, but like two, I would bet in Madden more than I would in 2K. 2K is way too janky for me. It's too much like crazy stuff happens. Um, so to put my money up for that would, oh my god, I'd probably break something. And I'm really, really a laid back dude. And but that shit would get me so tight. If some bullshit happened and then it led to me losing, yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Losing your money.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That would that wouldn't be good, bro. Oh my god, somebody hit a green 67% jump shot. So like, I'll be yeah, I'll be so mad, bro.
Hmm. And what I
Um,
totally understand.
so um, I don't think I've ever seen you do um like a theme stream. You think you ever get into that?
A theme. What would the theme be?
Like I see people do like subathons and
Mm,
shots for subs and
no,
no,
I've done.
I say I seen you get your drink on,
No, no, no,
but
no, no. I'll do shots for subs.
shots for subs.
I'll
Okay,
do that. Subathons are not for me. If I'm going to do 12, 24 hours, not 24, because I can't see myself
yeah,
doing that. Especially working 5 days a week or 4 days a week and only having 2 days off
hmm
and spending 24 hours on it. Mm-mm. I mean, not that I have this whole busy life, but I don't want to be on the game for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, I
But
totally understand that.
I have accidentally, not accidentally, accidentally on purpose did 10 hour, 11 hour.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't. I'll do those every once in a while, but that's not something that I'm going to plan and say, hey guys, I'll be here for 12 hours, because what am I going to play for 12 hours? 2K? I don't think so. I love
Say,
2K.
um,
I've said this and I will say this over again. If
mhm.
I only had one game to play, if I had only one game to get played, it would be 2K. That's just how much I like basketball.
Okay.
And there's different modes, so no. I'll play 1v1 head to head online. I don't mind doing that. It's cheesy in there too.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely is.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Then I'm not good at other games either. So it's come watch me die 50 million times. I know that's some of the fun in it.
it
Come
is
watch me
sometimes
rage, but no. All right, we want to
rage.
see you in this
Uh,
game. I know I don't really rage though. I might get the cussing.
a little bit.
But
Listen,
to yeah, rage
I
and
just I know um it's all about fun because I for my listeners out there, normally when Baller streams, she streams at night. Um
purposely. Hmm.
uh kind of late at night, and so 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 if you don't get a chance to get in there, it's you're missing some good shit. Cause I'm telling you, over the years, cause I've known Baller for some years now. Over the years, I've seen her play some of the craziest shit, and it it's still entertaining. Like I've seen her play like this like truck simulator
Oh
shit.
wow.
Like I've seen her play Mafia. Like it's it's just it's random games that she's just like, you know what? I don't feel like playing 2K, but I want to play something. And then she plays that shit. And it's she makes it fun. Now, do I own these games because she play them? No. But I'll watch her play that shit. Uh like I said, because she does make it entertaining, and that's all you could really ask for. But before I get out of here, uh, I do want to ask you: do you have any tournaments or anything like that that you're uh participating in coming up as far as like pro and stuff?
No.
No.
Um I'm not on the team, not in the tournaments. I know there's ways to venture out and, find a team,
Mm-hmm.
but
You're just chilling
I
for
don't
right
want to
now.
say, yeah. I still have the desire to compete, but you got to get people that want to compete. I don't, and the whole,
Yeah,
trying to get to know these new folks and
yeah,
learn their tendencies and all.
yeah. It's definitely a process, and I understand I know exactly what you're saying. Um, but before I get out of here, I did say I had a surprise for you. I
Okay.
reached out to a buddy of ours and asked them for something, and they prepared it on the spot, sent it back to them. Um, so I just want to read this to you, uh, and then I'm gonna ask where you think it came from, and then I'll tell you. But they said Bala is just an amazing person on and off the court. She has a great heart. I love how passionate she is about 2K. Being a contender in the draft is not an easy task. Also, just helping others around her on the court, she's great at that as well. When she steps on the court, I know for me personally, she makes me want to play better. She's just one of those players that can do it all. You need her to score, she can do it. You need her to play great defense, she can do that as well. Need her to get her teammates involved, she can also do that. She's just an amazing all around player, for real. Uh, it's been amazing to see her grow as a person and a player over the years. It's an honor to have met her for sure. Where do you think that came from? Who do you think that came from?
Oh wow. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Megan.
It's definitely Megan.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Yates 15, aka Tashawn Yates.
Okay.
uh, yeah, big shouts out to Megan. She honestly, uh, so we talked about you being ashamed a while ago. I know
Mhm.
recently, I want to say within like the last maybe 2 weeks, Meg hit me up and was like, we were talking, and then she was like, "Hey, I got a question," and then I was like, "Of course, what's up?" And then she was like, "Have you thought about doing an episode with Balla?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, of course." And then I even sent her like the little title shit that I normally do for like episode 30, whatever, ball line stuff like that. I was like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's been in the work for a while. So it was that encouragement that made me revisit it and try to go ahead and lock it down and get the episode done. So she recommended this episode. So I was like, what better way to include her in it and just to have her write something, and I'll go ahead and read that for you. But yes, that definitely came from
Mhm.
Megan.
I appreciate that.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, she was like, as soon as you record it and get it on the platform, let me know. I'm going to check that out. I can't wait. So she is super excited for this episode to drop. So and you didn't disappoint. You did great. Do you do things like this often? No.
Podcast? No.
No.
I wouldn't mind doing it. And again,
Gotcha.
like I said, like when we're talking, off the record and just,
Mhm.
I'll answer anything. We can talk about, well, not anything, but like
No, no, no. I
most,
laughed because of what we talked about the other day.
yeah, the other day. Yeah, but no, I don't do
Yeah.
podcasts often or ever,
Okay.
honestly.
Uh,
But I
I'm
mean, I
also
can. Mhm,
I'm also thinking about doing a like a group one
mhm.
to talk about like sports and then some current events. And I
Right.
definitely want you on that panel uh when I get that together. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, other than that, man, um, I think we can go ahead and wrap this episode up. Um, y'all know the motto, man. Anything else you want to say to the people before I get out of here?
Um, Only thing I want to say is again, thank you, Megan, for those kind words. I
Definitely,
appreciate you.
definitely.
I may not say it often or yeah, because I'm a little on the reserve side for the most part. But I
Hmm.
really do truly appreciate you. Appreciate everyone else for tuning in and listening. And
Okay.
yeah,
Well, y'all know me, man. I thank y'all for pulling up, man. 34 episodes in the books. Y'all know the motto, man. You got it super backwards if you think I wouldn't rep us. Cause you know super backwards is rep us. Be dope, grind, and believe, man. We out of here.